Hey man, it's Trojan from CSGOcoach.com and I'm gonna review demo again. Last time, as far as I remember, we were playing Cash. This time we're gonna review Mirage, and I have to say straight away, I'm really happy from that what I've seen so far on your CT side. You failed T side. Well, we didn't review much of T side because Cash T side was kind of good for you. So yeah, in the first round, well, all what failed in here is just your accuracy. Like, you couldn't get a shot. It happens on pistol rounds. Not everyone is good with pistols, and it's hard to. It's totally different type of aiming. Like, it's point aim, point and click aim actually. So it's kind of hard. Yeah, some people are better with rifles, so doesn't really matter. So you got your own routine in here. I realize that you're doing that quite often, almost every single round, and that's fine. Although what I would like to see from you in here is that this smoke is good. It's mostly smoke. I think you failed it maybe once, and that there was a gap, but mostly it's smoke. It is smoke enough for you well, but still you got your teammate, which is holding from short, and in most cases, if B gonna be rushed, you will get information from your teammate, and then this nade is coming into the game. If you're gonna throw it like you throw every single round, it is a kind of waste, because really rarely you will get any damage with it. So if they are playing slow B or just contact B, which is quite often as well, you should keep or hold on to this nade. Do not throw it right away. If you're gonna get information from your teammate from short that there are steps ups, definitely you can do like you're doing right now. Just smoke it and throw the nade right after. You can even throw molly even like right after your smoke, right behind it, so they can step into the fire. But if you're gonna throw like this, look, it is blowing up. Like in this round, it's not even a good example of it, because they are going totally different way. They go in A side. Although I realized that you start playing passively, holding angles like this. Since they are playing force buy, this angle is kinda bad. You need to adjust your angles to the situation and the enemy buys. So keep in mind what they can do. That's the standard routine. If someone is losing first round, mostly they play in pistol Kevlar, and in CSGO, sadly, pistols are stronger than SMGs and rifles. So you need to try at least engaging them on the far distances, instead of holding tight corners and close corners like this, where they can turn around and one-tap you from close range. So again, on this example, you see they are going fast B, and they were running. You had no one on short to inform you, and this nade, you see, still is too fast to do any damage to the enemy. It is quite close, but it's still exploding too fast. Even when they ran through hallway, you didn't manage to get any damage with it. So you spotted enemy, you holding, because quite often you hold in the same angle. I was quite surprised they are not figuring it out, and they are not looking in here every time or nading you right away. It kind of worked out for you a few times. You got a nice kill in here, and this is what I wanted to point out from CT, and that's not really much more to talk about. Previously, you were playing really aggressively, and I guess if you would not take my previous review into heart and not work on it like you did now, and I'm really happy with it, you would rush through. This is my bet, like 90%, that you would rush through. Although I see that you're trying to play more passively, and you're trying to adjust that what I told you to do, and I'm really glad. So you hold in the corner, and I guess you could miss that guy, or he could backstab you if you would just try to rush through. So playing this really passively, it is actually really nice to see from you, and I'm really happy that you improve in this way. And thanks to this, you won this round. Like, you could give him a chance, although he got just Glock, so you could give him a chance to kill you in the back or something. But thanks playing like passively like you did, you just not even letting him to plant. It is really nice. So we're gonna speed it up a little bit in here. I just wanna show one more example when, yeah, again this nade a bit too early. So you need to just try to stop doing this routine and this nading so fast. Delay it a little bit, or just rely on the information from your short player. In here you decided to finally play aggressively, although that is the third round, really important round, where you're supposed to hold your angle, and they are playing, first time playing full rifles. They don't have a lot of nades, so they cannot do full smoke offs on your side. They cannot do much, mostly when people will play first full buy, they will have just roughly like a few smokes and just flashes like they do now. So this was really bad decision from you, and that's the next thing what I would like you to work on, is trying to follow in your head economy of your enemies, just simply by the rounds lost or won. Like you see, you won 3 rounds, so on the first round of course pistols, then second round if they lost they will have pistols with Kevlars, which is dangerous. You cannot one tap them as a CT. You should play long distances. You cannot like, you know, just fight with them on close combat, because they got the opportunity to one tap you with those stupid techs or other pistols which can one tap from close range. Next round, you know, they're playing full eco mostly, then you can still even play aggressively with your SMG and just try to engage really aggressively. You don't have to fear of picking out and stuff. Yeah, every single round got the special tactic you can play, and just because of the enemy's economy. So the 4th round which you played aggressively, that was really bad choice. Sadly, this is important round. If you're gonna kill them, they will have to eco again. You get an extra round just by winning the 4th round. So in here you got smoked off, but mostly you were doing it. You got really nice kill in here. Got a bit lost because of the flash, it's all good. So yeah, mostly you're doing really well on CT side. I think you lost only a few rounds because of the pushes and trying to play aggressively, not in a time when you're supposed to, like the 4th round, which I just talked about. So try to follow the enemy economy in your head, and try to adjust your game style and positioning to it. So I know this is hard later on in the game to kind of, you know, be aware of that. In here you had really good read. You even call, I think, to your teammate that it's gonna be A. Although it was 3v2, you couldn't do much, and I think you're gonna be really badly picked in here, like insta headshot it or something, because he managed to already position him properly. Yeah, well, I was just unlucky, but you had really nice read of that they are rotating A, and if your teammate would listen, maybe you could do something in here. So on CT side, only this smoke, this smoking and nading which you're doing on bomb side be in here, and try to just follow the economy. So that's all what I got to say on CT side. I'm really happy you stopped pushing. You got two pushes when you shouldn't, and you got punished for it. So if you want to push through ups or rotate through short, do this only when you are spotting bomb on bomb side A. Of course you can play aggressively, but if you want to play aggressively, there are places like this one, so try to pop flash it, or further try to pop flash it, try to sneak in. But if you will try to just run through, you will definitely get backstabbed, because there is a lot of spots where they can sit and just hide and wait for you. So we're not gonna talk about CT anymore. That's all for CT. I'm kind of happy with CT. We will jump to your T side right now. So let me move to different part of the video. Okay, so we got T side, and on T side there are things which I got to say. It kind of bothers me. I couldn't see that on cache. Apparently I can see this in here. in this situation, you had nothing to do. Like you couldn't do anything. You could just jump through this smoke, which is kind of okay. Although this is like not something that will guarantee you surviving. Although there's a little tip from me: when you're playing pistols and you go in as a first person, there are always choke points where enemies are holding crossfires or things like this. Like they will look from short or this window, and they will look on. And they will look from here on this window as well, let's say, or this entrance. So in a places like this, I would advise you to just, as a first person, of course, on a pistol round, to just jump through this to become as hard as target as possible. It is just giving time to for your teammates to frag after you. Like, if they're not gonna insta headshot you, they're not gonna go to the next target. So mostly, try to just become as hard as to hit instead of trying to get up and frag as a first person. It often works on pistol rounds, so that's a little tip from me on pistols. And in here you had a great read to just sneak in here behind. You're doing decent amount of frags on this eco, like on this first buy and next eco, so we're gonna kind of speed it up. You're getting shot in here. You nicely playing for just easy peeks and stuff, trying to position yourself. This is quite nice, getting kill, getting assist, eventually going down. Still decent hit on the CT economy. As you can see, they lost a lot of weapons, and some of them are even forced to play some, I think, UMP or something this guy will go for. So yeah, this is really nice. I can see that you know some smokes in here to do standard mid smoke off for a push, like control smokes. Although this flash which you're throwing in here, as you can see, it is popping in here, which is kind of awkward. And well, I think you just did that like randomly. You didn't know a decent flash for this position, so my advice is to throw it always off this B sign, and it will go and pop behind the wall, not flashing you. And sometimes, depending from the place where you throw it, it will pop mid-air, which is giving us really decent pop flash on person from connector and window, which is looking towards short, and of course person on the short. So in my opinion, it's a bit better flash instead of that one. This one will not reach short because it's popping on the ground and there is the bit of the wall which is sticking out, and it will definitely block this flash from giving it to person in connector. And it was behind this B side, so you're not gonna do anything to window guy. And I'm not even sure will that even reach the person. I can't move. Let me see. Will that even reach the person which is on short? I think not. It popped in here behind this, so I'm not really sure. In here you're getting really nice frag on the guy which tried to push through, I think, even his own smoke. And you're losing challenge to UMP, which is unlucky, but it happens. So this round actually should be yours, but your teammates really often fail in here. I know it is like you're doing a lot of frag opening in this game, although you're doing as well a lot of mistakes, which I will point out. But you're doing your job. Don't take me wrong. Like, you're doing your job, although even with those mistakes, you're doing your job. So this one, really nice flash through window. Of course, as a first person, you die in because that's what happens mostly to the first. They had great read on you, and they just not even let you plant. So they did that well. And in this moment, I don't really like. Let me see. Your teammates start pushing. 2 guys died in there, so you know that on this spot there is someone pre-aimed, and your opera from Palace took the guy from the window in there, but still there are 2 people on the side pre-aimed at the spot which you're trying to jump through, like jump through the smoke even though you have 2 flashes, you're still not using them, which is kind of odd for me. You got smoke, you keeping that smoke as well. If I would have that smoke, I would already smoke off CT before entering the site. You get a nice kill, your teammate as well refragged in here, although it's a bit late. So you got your smoke. Now you're going for a CT smoke. But if that would be smoked off, you would have a lot of time to already plant and maybe position yourself better, and that smoke would be in proper position. Instead, this guy was able to go behind the smoke and easily jump on the top of the box and on the top of the ticket box, get in great position to just frag you both. And yeah, so simple way of smoking it off is just position yourself in the middle of this door in here. Aim with your crosshair on the tip of this bit, and then just jump throw, and it will always land nicely on the between ticket box, and it will just block off entrance from CT. So when you enter in, try to use your smokes and flashes and mollies to your advantage. I see you're going again for this smoke on middle, which is all good. Like when you enter ramp, and when that was smoked off, what you could do, you could molly in this area so it bounces off the wall and block off people from stairs. Flash the same way and push out. I see you got a kill from window as far as I remember. And that's still fine, because it might be kind of surprising for a guy when you're pushing from behind of the smoke. But I've seen you challenging upper on middle later on. And just die for no reason. But still, things with you, I can see you doing kind of bad. Is just on T side, you're not using nades to your advantage, and nades on T side is your best friend. Like nades is something what you need to use always. In here you're playing against Eco. You've got 2 really nice headshots. All good. So as you can see, you reset their economy so much that after, even though they won 6 rounds in a row, after the first loss they were forced to play eco. That is like that is really good result. It means that they were winning those rounds just really luck based, you know. And you see this, it's like from the third round, there's 2 guys, 3 guys, 1 guy. They were like almost full team wipes every single time, which was good. You are doing decent frag opening, but this I absolutely do not understand. Like, this is bold push without any flashes, nothing. It might be good for surprising enemies, okay, but still it is like so crazy going like this. You know that it's like they played 1 eco, they play an eco again, but they could play full because they won 6 rounds. You can't really tell how much money they got, but they could play fully. And on full round, first full round, which is still like really important round, you're going for a risky play like this, and without any flashes, without anything, you're just pushing through. Well, the result, you're getting really really low HP and you're forced to run away. Again, you got still full belt of your nades and you decided to pick again, even with 11 HP doesn't matter for you. You still re-picking. If that would be me, I got 11 HP, okay, I'm playing passive. I'm letting my teammates to do the job. I'm letting my teammates to do something. I'm low HP. I'm telling them I'm low HP. I'm staying behind. So I'm going back to the ramp. I'm trying to smoke off maybe CT, trying to molly stairs, let's say. Although they pushing connector, so mollying stairs would be not that good idea. But I'm trying to play passive because I'm low HP. So you took a second peek and you gave great pop flash actually right into your teammate's face because you flashed in here while they were pushing connector. So kind of low awareness. And you die in with almost all of your nades on your belt, which is not good. You're wasting plenty money by that. And that is happening quite often. That is happening quite often on T side. Those guys just picking you off. And I can see you guys don't really have much of an idea on that, how to open those sites. So previously you played really well. You played really well pistol, like that kind of eco. Again, in here you're getting decent kill. I don't know why no one was watching this palace, but still, it's fine. And in many cases, like in this case, you see, when you play eco without Kevlar, you play so passively, and you play smart kinda. But sometimes when you play in fully, it's like you're forgetting all about this, and you're able to get control over the site. But instead of holding this site, you go in for a frag hunting. Like, I don't kind of understand this play. So what you should do? Let me get to the round which I talk about. Might be even it. Yeah. So your team in here, yeah, just wreck the enemies. That might be not the round. And we're playing safe. Maybe we already went through this round, but in some cases, you're getting into the side, killing people from A side, and you're going to hunt for the rotations. And as a T player, don't do this. I know that it's a habit of many players on MMs or low ranks. You see, your teammates start peeking and they just got wiped. There are two people on the connector and stairs, like, and they just pinned you down. You can't do anything from this position. Your teammate got picked off. This really hard. But if your teammates and you, instead of, like, you had bump, you couldn't do anything, you're excused. But if your teammates would, instead of trying to pick kills, they would just smoke off the site and secure it, it would be totally different. And you got the same habit as they do. Like, you got smokes, you got everything, while after pushing, site is not secure, and you still... that was kind of unlucky. But you could flash this guy as well. You still have 2 flashes on your belt. So really often you go for just like aim challenges, and this, trust me, this might work on the ranks like this, but later on you will just die. You will constantly die and you will not know what to do. So you need to get your nades into the play all when you play T site. I can see that you can play decent CT now, and I'm happy with it. Sometimes it happens that you will push in the right moment. You know what to do with your CT. It's all good. Although I expect from you to play a decent T. So all what you need to improve on T side is nading. I can see that sometimes you can do nice frag opening for your teammates. But you need to get that advantage for yourself. Like, I don't know, at least flash over the top and peek with this flash on the ramp, or try to, I don't know, smoke off CT or smoke off in here, push the ramp, then molly on the top of the stairs. Try to eliminate every single possible position, so you don't have to peek. And like, when you pick like this, you check inside like you checked in that one round without anything. Okay, that is surprising for enemy. But if you got someone on wood, you got someone on side, or you got someone on stairs, there's like 3 people looking towards you, and there is no way that you will win this. You can get 1 headshot, okay, and that's all. They will spray you down, and you just died. And trade kill, like they just trade kills. And sometimes you might even not be able to give a shot on it. So this is too risky, especially when you play fully for the first time or something like that, or they play fully for the first time. Remember that that the fourth round is always really important, and you cannot do reckless and risky plays on the fourth round. So when you trying to, I don't know, that is interesting positioning. When you're trying to push something, try to do this slow, especially when you play first full buy. Of course, you can go aggressive, but try to use some smoking, try to use some flashing, mollying. Just I want to see nades into the play, because that's what is killing you. And do not challenge Opera on the middle, like without anything. What I've seen in one round, I think, you just picked Opera like this with AK and he had up. Do not do this. Like this is not how you should roll. So yeah, for now I see great improvement. I'm really happy you corrected things which I asked for. You start playing some nades. I can see some defensive pop flashes. I'm really happy with it. You started communicating and giving information after dying. That's great as well. And it's a different when you play with a team, and it's a different when you play solo. So with a team, we are giving a lot of information, like how many nades is thrown on which side, approximately how many people can be around which bomb site, and all of that stuff. And you don't really have to give that information yet on this kind of rank which you play, but still it is really decent. I'm really happy with that, what I see. So keep it up, man, and definitely just T side, improve your nades. Try to use your nades to your advantage. On city side, I gave you track the enemy economy, adjust your positioning according to the enemy buys, and of course don't push. That actually would be it. For now, you're set, man. I'm really happy with that, what I see. So yeah, see you guys on the next one. I mean, guys, see you man on the next one, and I hope you will improve those things, because you are on a great way to just become a better player. So cheers for ordering next review, and see you man on next one.